My stepdaughter will inherit our house. I was mad and demanded that my husband leave it to me instead, saying I deserve to be compensated. My husband is 65 and I'm 47, we have been married for 10 years. After my husband's retirement party, the discussion of wills and inheritance came up and my husband informed me that he was leaving our marital home to his daughter in his will, which left me feeling completely blindsided and shocked. I am aware that due to our significant age difference, I will most likely outlive my husband by many years and will probably have to spend the last decades of my life alone. So I was really upset but also angry to learn I would most likely be kicked out of our house after my husband's death and left homeless. My husband explained to me that I knew the house belonged to his late wife who inherited it from her parents and that I couldn't possibly expect him not to leave his house to their daughter. I replied that the house now belongs to him and as his wife, I have a right to my marital home and it's not fair that I will be kicked out of our home after I spent so much time and effort redecorating it and making it my own and become homeless after his death because I am a housewife and have nowhere else to go. He has an obligation to ensure my financial safety after his death. He said that it would be incredibly unfair to his daughter and his late wife if I inherited the house and his wife would have never wanted that. His wife died unexpectedly at a relatively young age before she got around to making a will, so my husband automatically got the house as per inheritance laws. He also explained that I am the sole beneficiary of his life insurance and any savings left will be equally divided between me and his daughter. However, I don't think this money would be enough for me to survive the rest of my life, especially as my husband plans on having expensive cruises and holidays for the rest of his retirement. This is where, unfortunately, our argument escalated and we started yelling at each other. I told him he is screwing me over after everything I have done for him after I gave up my job and my career for him to look after our home, and that I deserve to be compensated. He retorted that he never asked me to become a housewife and it was completely my own choice, that I knew the risks and benefits and made an informed choice that he would be leaving a reasonable inheritance and if I am not happy with it I should go back to work. I told him I never knew that I wouldn't get the house and that it was too late for me to return after being out for over 10 years. That he is an a-hole for leaving me stranded like this and that this is not what I agreed to and he is being a sexist prick by not recognizing my contribution to our family. He laughed at me, saying I never made any kind of financial contribution, as we hired cleaners and housekeepers to do most of the chores, and if anything I was a drain on all the money I spent. Honestly, at this point, I was so enraged and in tears. I screamed at him. He was being completely cruel to me and locked myself in the guest room.